All right, let me in fact take that across to Sumit Peer as well. Sumit Peer, this verdict today, of course, is being interpreted by all political quarters. How do you view this verdict and its implications on the exercise ahead in Bihar?
Uday, thank you very much for having me on your show. Well, sir, to begin with, first of all, it had a couple of things which were validated. S.I.R is legal, fully doable, and EC is within its right to do it.
Yes.
So fundamental context which was brought in, bhai, ye legal, illegal, that is gone. Second thing, the process of doing it, what was the second bone of contention, is inclusive, not exclusive. Correct? The time given by EC is quite enough, good enough, no problems. So all the three major points of contention where when the opposition went to the Honorable Supreme Court said, well, it's not done. Yeah, the Honorable Supreme Court said, okay, publish the list. There are people, they can come. You can have the list on the Panchayat state. You can have things on every state. But if you look at the 65 lakh vote, 22 lakhs have deceased, 38 lakhs are around permanent migrants, so left the place, and 7 lakhs are duplicate. I don't know, where do you talk of exclusion and inclusion? When the Honorable Supreme Court is of the opinion, the process is to include, and it is the right and duty of the Election Commission to make sure one person only has one vote. It should not be duplicate votes. Look, when voters get shunted out, all the parties should be happy because they were duplicate, farji or fake voters. Whatever they were, they got shunted out. It is not vote chori, it is the shuddhikaran of the voter list. You have to look at it that way. Whatever anomalies were there, they have been taken out. I don't know why Congress is rattled. I don't know why Rahul Gandhi ji wants to start those yatras and those mashal yatras and this big mega yatra in the Bihar. When everything is docked, and even if you still have a problem, you have the list out, go and raise your claim. Earlier you were saying list available nahi, list aa jayegi. By tomorrow morning it will be out. Go and raise your claim and talk about it. So I don't understand one thing. When you take out 65 lakh votes, why only the opposition has a problem? Usually, logically, if these fake voters, farji voters, whoever they are, if they are taken out due to whatever reason, these are three main reasons which I have given you, 7 lakh duplicate votes, everybody should be happy because these voters or these votes were taking out the power or minimizing the power of a legitimate voter. So the people of Bihar should be happy. Political parties should be happy. System should be happy. And on the top of that, you see what Mr. Gandhi is trying to do. The Election Commission of India is a constitutional body. You are trying to politicize the power of Election Commission of India. You are trying to put political interference in the working of Election Commission of India. You are trying to discredit the institutions of India, and in the way, you are trying to question the democracy of India. Because if you go on like this, tomorrow you will say, how do we know this 2024 elections was legal? How do we know that all the votes were right? Maybe all the elections were fudged. So by that logic, you are kind of discrediting each and every institutions in India. And when you win Karnataka or a Himachal, then you're perfectly all right with it. Everything goes right. Because Mr. Gandhi has to choose. He has to fight and win elections. This having coffee with so-called alleged dead, which is kind of insulting the people, but it's his call, or running through these yatras, Bharat Jodo Yatra, Bharat Todo Yatra, Bihar Yatra, Mashal Yatra, Motorcycle Yatra. You can do any number of yatras, Mr. Gandhi, but the fundamentals remains that you have to win an election. If you want to be in the power, aapko election to jeetna padega na. You see, semantics, optics, getting media bites, getting coverage, fighting on the debates or panels is okay. But when it comes to somebody casting a vote, he has to find you eligible enough to cast the vote. You can try all these tactics and optics, but the message which is going out to the common masses is that you are questioning Bharat, you're questioning India, you're questioning every institution of India. और वही वाली बात है, मोदी विरोध करते करते भारत का विरोध कब कर बैठते आपको पता ही नहीं लगती. You don't know when you cross the Lakshman Rekha. That is the common conception or the notion which is going to the voters. What have you got out of going to EC? Except the list is published today, which would have been anyway published. That is not a big deal. Minus that, what was this all hangama and tamasha about? And I want to ask this question on national TV. Is Mr. Rahul Gandhi going to cancel this yatra? There are these night yatras and this yatra across the whole Bihar, because in my opinion, what Neeraj was rightfully mentioning now, according to what I've heard here, there is no need for it. I think it seems to be settled now. So let's go and concentrate on the election, right, rather than trying to, don't let a constitutionally appointed body like EC to do their job. You cannot politicize their way of working and functioning. That is what you are trying to do, Mr. Gandhi, which is very unfortunate. That too, when you are a leader of opposition, you are not a small person. You are a leader of opposition, and people look up to you, and your some statements then get quoted in Pakistan, they get quoted in China, they get quoted in the US. And at the end of the day, we as Bharat suffers. You might have a little bit of political gains, but you will keep on losing state after state, election after state, election after election, and you will keep on diminishing the power of Bharat. I think, which is not collectively good for 1.4 billion people, 1.45 billion people, which may or may not be your voters. But at the end of the day, everybody is a Bharati and the interest of Bharat is supreme. That is my opinion on it, Uday.